everyone, Ivy Gaming here, and today we're playing Watcher of Realms. For today's video, we have Falcia destroying AMR18.
The finest blood for the most untainted soul.
So today, Mystery of Artifacts Oracle Trial started, which means let's try to improve our artifact material raid. I've been farming 17 for so long, and I've actually been farming it right up until yesterday. Because I'm trying to get one specific artifact to, improve my guild boss team, which is another thing that's going to happen soon, which you guys will see a video on very, very shortly. But I was like, you know what? I've got to make this 18 happen somehow. I was always so close. I was not dying, but not doing enough damage. So I was like, you know what? Like, I gotta bring back in my people. So I watched my AMR17. I'm like, you know what? Velcra, Wrath. I'm not even necessarily using them in what I'm trying to beat 18 with. I gotta get Wrath back involved. No regrets there. He's great. But I've had Falcia sitting there waiting. And so Velcra does, of course, a lot of AoE damage, which helps her clearing the enemies. She also puts magic vulnerability, and Falcia does magic damage. And I have Celine's artifact made for fighters that do magic damage. So I was like, all right, let me just throw some gear in Falcia. And actually, I did auto-equip. Guilty. I was like, you know what, let's see what it does. It threw in some stuff, and I was like, whatever, let's just try it. I did not expect such a great result. So I'm going to show you guys my run. I do have Constance boosting for, healing and providing inspiration. And I think I threw Brokir as well. So I think let's take a look here. Let me do the run on full auto first so I could remember my... Hey, it has just begun. I got an achievement. I wish we could do auto fights without... Can we do an auto fight without Power of Dominance? It automatically turns it on, I thought. Unless they changed it. Let me just double check. Let me do one auto fight. Yeah, you can't turn off Power of Dominance for an auto fight. Let me just do one so you guys can see it in action. Quicker in action. Make myself small here. Alright, so we're gonna place Falcia, then Isolde, and then Constance. We're gonna wait for Constance's ultimate before we pop Falcia. Then we pop both. Isolde protection, Vortex for healing. Velcra comes on the other side, which is great because she doesn't need to spin around to kill the enemies behind her, which is huge. So I put her nice and tight up here. Oh my god, so yeah, that didn't even make me have to place everybody. We placed Wrath and Zillitu. And then in my actual run that was not with Power of Dominance, I think I placed Salazar on the outside of Velcra. Now everyone says Velcra. Now I used to, everyone just say Velcra. Now it's Velcra. I don't know. But I used to put Salazar on the outside. So let's actually try to do that again manually. AMR18, no Power of Dominance. It's off, right? Okay, fight. So this is the team. I do have Wrath in the Lord position, which is a little bit risky because it makes them take extra damage. So remember, if you're having trouble with survivability, they receive less healing. All of the Nightmare faction, if you have a Nightmare Lord in the spot. So yeah, that was a little bit risky of me, and they did have some trouble with them dying after I did that, and I was close, but I think I finally perfected the run. Let's see if I can duplicate it again. Alright, so I keep getting down to like 1% or something crazy and then it not succeeding, so let's try again. Falcia placed first. Then Isolde, making sure the boss crosses the path in the middle. Constance will come in to help heal and boost our fighters. She's going to boost someone else. I actually did the other run with Wrath in the spot, but I'm going to put Salazar there instead. It feels a little bit more secure. So we're popping Constance, popping Falcia. And then we're going to get Velcra on the other side. She's going to bring the AoE fighter in amazing range. She's going to hit people on the other side, plus hit people behind her without spinning around. So that's good. And now we're going to slow things down to 1x speed so I don't mess this up, I hope. It's been so hard. I do this 100 times to make it work. All right, we're going to play Salazar as soon as possible. Although I did this with Wrath, so I didn't even use Salazar as a DPS on the boss. So keep that in mind. My last one I did with Wrath. It just seems like it's going to be... It gets a little bit closer, a little bit more reliable when I use Salazar there instead. All right, we are going to wait for the boss's ultimate. Boom. Pop some stuff. Protect everybody. And then... we're going to go ahead and put more damage on the boss. We're going to wait for Constance's ultimate before I do more. Constance, come on, girl. And popping all of our ults for our DPS. We're going to bring in Zillatu for some quick extra damage, although she's going to die because she has really no healing on her. But she could at least do some burst, get that ultimate in there, and hopefully help finish us off. Come on, team. Go, team, go. So this way felt a little more secure than the way I did it with Wrath, and putting Zillatu at the top. I was a little bit bad with my timings the first time I did it, but that one felt much more secure. And that was my shortest record clear. So Falcia is still a beast, even, I'm gonna see, she's the first person I'm placing, but she is wonderful as the main DPS for this, and particularly paired with Velcro, bringing that magic damage vulnerability, and her doing magic damage. So let me go ahead and show you my people briefly, and yeah, nothing crazy. I have terrible gear on my account, but now I can at least farm AMR. So I had Zillatu in the team. Don't judge my gear, guys. I'm telling you it's terrible. I'm not super endgame gear-wise. So we have more than crit cap deck, which is fine. Plenty of attack, crit rate, crit damage is okay. She's really slow on her attack speed, but that will be fine for my guild boss, which I'm going to be tuning for now. I do have a level 10 Scarlet Hunt on her. Then we have Salazar, who also has Scarlet Hunt, but level 13. Let's see here. Oh yeah, and Zillatu does have all of her skills maxed. Salazar has almost all, but not this one for extra damage. He has a 300 attack speed, almost 100% crit rate, 119 crit damage, and then plus his attack itself is really low. But I actually tried to give him more basic attack added here, and instead I cut the attack speed down to only like plus 150 by doing that. And I killed his damage, like, it actually made a huge difference. So I put his gear back on, and he is kind of, yeah, set like this for now. And then let's see, who else? Oh, Velcro. Love her, love her, love her. So her skills, she does have her ultimate max, but not anything else. Her gear is the AoE damage set, nothing crazy here. Only 86% crit rate, 30% crit damage, and too low on her base attack, honestly, as well. But we'll get that better. We gotta get some other artifacts up. I have the AoE one on her. Increases AoE damage by 10%. Killing enemies grants extra 5% damage bonus. So this one I think is pretty good for her, honestly. And I have extra copies, so I might end up ascending it. We'll see. But there might be a better option. I can do experiment a little more. But we finally did, so I'm not changing anything. Although I'm probably gonna steal my gear, so let's not talk about that. Alright, Falcia was my star of the show. I gave her just a simple level 10 Amulet of Arteries, which is such a weird name. This was the one that was for... this is the one that they had Celine's, exclusive artifact, but not really exclusive. It's just class exclusive. She has no skills. Nothing in her ultimate right now. Nothing. Oh, 4 here, 4 here. 4 to 5 here, 4 to 5 here. And nothing there. So barely any levels. This was literally what the game gave me, guys. I did auto-equip. Yes, I did. I did quick equipped. And it gave me okay attack. 71% crit rate, not really good enough. And crit damage was okay. 200% attack speed could be higher as well. Plus 200, I mean. So 300 total. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna leave it. Let's try. Let's see what happens. And I think the survivability that using like with the glacier set converts HP to attack, and there is some decent HP bonus rolls here, and that's also helping keep her alive in something like this. So why not? It actually ended up being pretty solid. Not a great build, not the best build I would ever recommend, but hey, it worked. And then we also had Broke here in the team, who, yes, he's in a healing set, but it's just because of the HP. He's in a hot mess of gear. I have shit gear for my defenders, and I think my Oleg is in I think my Oleg and Baron are in better gear than my Broke here, so don't judge that too hard. But yeah, he's just in pretty basic stuff. Nothing crazy for him either. Lots of HP on him. A solid defense as well. Not crazy though. And so a few really crap pieces of gear that just happen to be here. So I wonder if I can get him any better. It's so fun. I always love to see what they do. Actually, that's not bad for the defense, but bad for the HP. Nope. Okay. Skill-wise, he does not have his ultimate stuff in, but I think I did throw him in briefly. Constance is my booster, so she adds inspiration, 40% inspiration, which I don't even have fully booked. It could be even more. To Falcia, and then I guess Salazar in that run, or Wrath in the first part I showed you guys. So that ended up being pretty damn good. Again, not fully skilled. And her artifact is just the Goddess's Grace. For him, I have Regal Crest to receive more healing. So he just is a solid rock that can't die and doesn't move, you know. An ice block, I should say. But again, not the craziest stuff. My gear here was okay. She does have this invigoration set on, so that was alright, but other than that, her attack is actually pretty bad. What the hell is on her right now? Oh my god, she needs attack. To be honest, I'm glad I don't have her in a pure attack build, because she wouldn't have survived as the tank. So this is probably another, no. Like, was I guilty of using that? No, I think I just put whatever invigoration set I had on her and tried. Oh yes, because a couple days ago I tried her with full attack percentage for her inspiration boost instead, because inspiration is based on the caster's attack, and she wasn't really being a good defender. She was kind of dying there. So she does do attack based healing, but this just goes to show you guys, you don't need the best gear or even the most ideal. Sometimes you just gotta make it work. And for me, making sure Constance survived was actually better than making her do her job properly, but the rest of her job properly. No judgment though, right? Right? I hope so. I like to show my gear even though it's terrible, because it's probably more relatable than what you see in some videos. People have insane gear. I don't even know how it's possible they hit some of those numbers. My Wrath is in a Night Terror set. He's got enough crit rate because of his base, not much crit damage, but really solid attack. And pretty low attack speed. I can definitely cut some of that attack out, but didn't really need to optimize him. Of course, he is fully maxed, and he is using the Watchguard Ambition artifact. Although it might be better if I put him in something else, even a level 25 Keen Wisdom, which used to be Ancestral Teachings. Why did they change all of these names? Alright, anyway, that's been it, guys. This is my AMR18 finally cleared, and I love to be able to showcase using Falcia. She was really, really fun. It's really exciting for me to finally be able to clear it, so we did it. Alright, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.